Hello everybody, welcome to Yaoundé, Cameroon's Palais de Sport as FIBA Women's AfroBasket action continues for the day. It's the quarterfinals with two more teams fighting for a chance to continue their journey to a podium finish. Nigeria and Senegal both had decisive wins to book their tickets to the semifinal, and up next, Cameroon goes up a competitive Egyptian side. Those are the results from the games earlier today. You see both decisive victories, both Nigeria and Senegal either scoring almost 20 points or above to convince the rest of Africa that they deserve a slot in this tournament right here. Looking at the bracket right there, it's going to be Cameroon and Egypt right now, and later on in the day we'll see Mali take on Angola. Those are two great games coming up. I'm Slali Shani, and as usual, I'm joined by Asher Komugisha. In the previous two games, it's been wins by almost 20 points or more. Cameroon have done a rebuild with their national team and spent enough time and resources preparing for this AfroBasket, spending some time in Turkey training and playing friendlies. Asher, what are the keys to their success against Egypt?
Well, obviously, looking at these two teams, they've played each other in every edition of the Women's AfroBasket since 2015. So they know each other, played against each other here in Yaoundé in 2015, 2017 in Bamako, Mali, and also in 2019 in Dakar. And once again, they'll be facing off. And obviously, you have two wins for Cameroon in there and a shocker in the last edition in Dakar.
A shocker indeed. Egypt defeated Cameroon 68-63, and they'll be coming into this game thinking they still got the juice to make it happen again.
And it is indeed important for us to remember that the reason why the entire setup of that Cameroonian side was changed was because of that result against Egypt. The firing of Natosha Cummings-Price was because of that loss to Egypt. And as we see here, there's only Alexandra Green who returns from that squad in Dakar. New faces, 9 players playing for the first time at the AfroBasket. Cameroon are rebuilding.
Rebuilding, they definitely are. And you'll see Alexandra Green on your screens there. They're enjoying the video up on the Jumbotron of the Cameroon squad. FIBA team has had a good time in the photo shoot and behind the scenes of the photo shoot. It's a good turnout here at Palais de Sport as fans continue to stream in to catch this game. It's almost 5 p.m. here in Yaoundé, and you can be sure that fans are trying to skip on that evening time rush hour traffic and come to this game and enjoy these ladies on your screen play some good basketball. Cameroon in their road to the quarterfinals played against Cape Verde. They won 71-40 points in that, and they played Kenya, won 74-50. And if I might say so myself, Usher, it's been a bit of an easier road for them to get here in the quarterfinals. And this is going to be their toughest matchup so far, arguably. And now let's take a moment and have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems for Egypt and Cameroon.
Commissaire Joy Oliga Uganda, délégué technique FIBA. Mesdames et messieurs, je vous prie de vous lever pour l'exécution des différents hymnes. Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, l'hymne d'Égypte.
Ahmed Joy will be tasked to take Cameroon to the middle bracket. Let's take a look at the list of referees. Dorothy Okach from Botswana, Nyamen Kwaku from Cote d'Ivoire, and Andrea Silva from Brazil will be officiating this game. And earlier on we saw token of appreciation exchanged between the captain Ramses Lonlak and Soraya Mohammed. Usher, Egypt is one of those teams where if you don't have a good day in the office, they can snatch a victory away from you. We take a look at the starting five. It's Musa, Nadine, Mohammed, Soraya, Hagar Amer, and Ranim El Gadawi. El Gadawi will start this game, and we've seen Coach Ahab been kind of rotating her from the bench, but looks like he's going to have the confidence to put her in for the starting five. There he is on your screens. Egypt have been known to snatch victories away from strong teams. They bounced back from a 25-point deficit against Cameroon at one point. The past history, we take a look at the starting five for Cameroon there. Alexander Green, Ramses Lonlak, Marguerite Effa, Hermine Gouchue, and Sandra Weleji. Marina Ewodo and Merve Nkoyok will come off the bench, and that's a good, strong bench that they can rely on. Cameroon averaging 36 bench points, so Ahmed Joya has been a bit spoiled for choice when it comes to his starting lineup and making sure that players get enough rest down the stretch. What are the keys to Egypt's success in this game, Usher?
Well, obviously, looking at the starting five, not surprised with Ehab Elalfi's choices. Looking at the league MVP back home, Hagar Amir making the starting five. Soraya Mohammed Degadi, the highest scorer in the Egyptian league. Nadine, the best three-point shooter. Ranim El Gadawi, one of the tournament five from the Zone 5 qualifiers. And Rim Musa, the #1 choice point guard for Egypt. They will need to do an incredible job in the paint against the Cameroon bigs, because if you have Effa in there in the paint, she has good size to match up against Ranim El Gadawi, Nurala Abdelalim, and Hagar. So we're going to see, I think this game will be decided in the paint at the end of the day. The team that has the boards and controls that space in the paint would go all the way to the semifinals.
Well, you mentioned Marguerite Effa. She's averaging 12 points and 5 rebounds per game. And Cameroon will be leaning to her for a lot of help. But one player who I'd like to see more outcome from her is Dulcie Fankam. Now, her CV, Usher, is extremely, extremely strong. She's 11th in all-time double-double list at the University of Memphis and led the program in scoring. In this tournament, she's 11th in all-time double-double list at the University of Memphis and led the program in scoring. In this tournament, she's just 6 rebounds per game, 9 points per game. She's not stood out as a strong force to be reckoned with so far in this tournament, and I think I'd like to see her make that statement today as we get ready for this opening tip-off. Hello again and welcome to the Palais de Sport in Yaoundé, Cameroon for the third matchup of the day between Cameroon and Egypt. Musa has to deal with the sticky defense of Ramses. Nadine Mohammed, she's gonna get a block as Coach Elalfi calls her over. He liked that play. Hermine will pick up that quick foul. Nadine Mohammed misses both her free throws there. She's been a 100% shooter in this tournament, Usher.
There's a lot of pressure in this game, you have to understand. But let's see how she grows into this game.
Ermine can't get it. Lonlak can't get it either. Nadine Mohammed with the offensive board. Musa gets to El Gadawi. El Gadawi throws up a wild shot. Cameroon coming off of 2 rest days. Looking to shake off the cobwebs and get on the scoreboard. They've not been able to do that. Just a minute and a half played here in the first quarter. Amer with the hook shot. It's short. Alexander Green to Lonlak. Lonlak with patience from her. For Cameroon to draw first blood.
You can hear the announcer very proud saying the captain has delivered. And the crowd love it.
It's a nice little head fake. Of course, Coach Ahmed Joya under immense pressure to perform after Cameroon's federation have rallied around to invest in making sure they get the players that you see on your screens on this floor. Waleji can't get the backdoor cut. Ball put in Alexander Green. Effa now with a fade. No. Rebound, Ermine. She'll go back up. Hagar Amer. Careful not to foul her. And Cameroon with 4 points.
That was solid footwork there from Ermine.
El Gadawi, nice spin move, left-handed finish, and Egypt get up on the scoreboard. Green to Effa. Effa for the lay-in. Much to the delight of the fans in this arena. Amer to Soraya. Soraya, wild pass snatched away by Effa. It's a 3-on-1 situation. Cameroon must convert, and yes, indeed, they do at the hands of Ramses Lonlak. El Gadawi on the other end. Effa let her go right by her.
What could she have done? Could have been a foul. Because Ranim was in the right place at the right time.
Egypt, who have averaged 40 points in the paint, are going to have a tough ask tonight as Effa knocks down the elbow J.
Egypt have got to do a better setup on defense.
El Gadawi knocks down one from long range.
You can see that both sides are losing focus. When they score, they get taken up with the celebrations.
Lonlak tries to pass into Ermine. There are just too many defenders there. El Gadawi tries to get the save. She gets just over the line. Gadawi getting it done on both ends of the floor. Effa to Green. Green fires. Huge rebound for Effa. She tries to put it back. Weleji, Dulcie Fankam rolls one in.
You were asking about Fankam. There she is. She must have had you though.
Fankam needs to enter this game with the attitude of there is no one on the floor who can defend her. Nadine Mohammed gets on the board. Beautiful three-point shot.
Cameroon have to be careful because the entire Egyptian team can score behind the arc. They give them space, they'll run away with it.
Effa can't get that one to drop. Excuse me, that was Fankam.
And looking at that finish from Nadine, we said earlier she's the highest three-point shooter in the Egyptian league. And she's showing that already in this game. She plays for Al Ahly, the most successful sports club in the world, according to the number of trophies that they have.
Really?
Across all sports. That's what I mean.
Interesting. That's your fun facts for the day, folks. Coach Ahab was going to take that three-point shot.
Soraya fecked her own teammate.
He looks like he was quite the player in his heydays, Usher.
He likes a good jog.
Green to Nkoyok. Back to Green. Moving the ball on the perimeter there. Effa. Great space. Can't get that one to drop. Nadine Mohammed is feeling it. Ooh, look at the rejection from Fankam.
That's the energy you were asking
That's
of
the
her.
energy we want. You see her there in the low post. Effa rolls it in.
That's a very good combination from the two players.
And you had mentioned it earlier, Usher, that the key to success in this game for either side is who dominates in the front court, as we look at the replay of Fankam with the vicious block and then the dime to Effa for the finish.
Fankam managed to box out the Egyptians and fed Effa. And if they do that all day, they could go a long way in winning this game.
It's been a fast-paced first quarter with not too much stoppage time. Already 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go as Hagar Amer manages to squeeze through field goal. 2-point game, Cameroon in the lead. They've spread the floor well. Koyok all the way. Fankam is gonna battle Hagar Amer. She did her best. And now it's tipped out by Ewodo. And Musa bring the ball up. El Gadawi. Musa almost poked away by Alexander Green. Nadine Musa all the way to the basket. And she is already leading her team in scoring. Gadawi tries to get the fast break opportunity. Effa finds Fankam in the low post. Fankam makes it count. And that is the energy that she needs to have for the rest of this tournament. But look at the answer on the other end of the floor. Rim, Musa, the trifecta.
And she scores her first 3 points in this game.
Hagar Amer down the floor. Her and Iwodo are going to haggle over it. Koyok now with 2 to shoot. Fankam with the boards. And this is going to be an emotional game. Already feel it. Oh, you have to have a close eye to see that, Usher.
And when you look at the replay, the hoop actually moved a little bit. So, yes, indeed.
Timeout on the floor. Cameroon called it. Let's head to the bench, hear what coach has to say.
On va jouer en 4. Attention, ils step out. Donc, ils vont t'agresser. D'accord? OK? On joue hands fort. Pour Marguerite. D'accord? Hands fort. C'est bon? Tu sais? Tu vas du côté de Marguerite. Renversement ici. D'accord? Et Marguerite, s'il vous plaît. Celle qui est là, elle libère l'espace. OK?
Coach Njoya with the adjustments. Egypt now have taken over with the lead by half a basket. 1 minute and 39 seconds to go here in this first quarter. You can see the Tunisian head coach, Davilo, in the stands, enjoying this game. Efa knew she had Soraya Mohammed on her, took advantage of that height mismatch. Musa to Mohammed now. Norhan is going to have a foul on the floor. Fankam picks up her first foul.
That's a very good turnaround for Efa, who's having quite the game with 8 points so far in the first quarter.
She's been very active around the rim. And you see a substitution. Fankam has a seat. Back in the game is Ermin. Nadine Mohammed, there's a lapse in defense, and Egypt are going to make Cameroon pay for it.
And that's a very good matchup there to see Nadine up against Ewodo. It will be a long evening for both players.
They are decently matched up, and Nadine makes it a 3-point play. Long pass to Ermin, who's run the floor very well. We've talked about recovery defense and not rejoicing for too long. Musa to Abdulalim. Oh, El Gadawi can't get a hand on it. She manages to keep it alive. Oh my goodness, El Gadawi manages to roll that one in. 9 points for her in this first quarter alone, Usher.
That's good eyesight there from her, as Koyok was late to the party.
El Gadawi, her turn to get a 3-point play. Egypt now with a slight lead. Koyok.
Very unfortunate there that it was too hard on the glass.
Soraya Mohammed, this time she has a goal. That's a great move from Soraya Mohammed.
Her first points in this game, Soraya Mohammed, she had to be patient and let the ball come to her at the right time, and she delivered. That's a poor attempt from Koyok. And looking at the replay there, Soraya Degadi, who gets a lot of exposure and experience from 3-on-3 basketball, playing for Egypt. And Egypt are the champions of Africa in the shorter version of the game. As we go to a break, Egypt leading 25-20 at the end of the first quarter.
What a quarter it has been for Egypt. Nadine Mohammed has had a day. Let's take a look at some of those stats, Usher.
Egypt are 3 for 4 behind the arc, and that is something that will work for them in this game. Ranim El Gadawi and Nadine Mohammed have been fantastic in that regard, as well as Rim Musa. And you look at the Egyptian fans coming all the way to support the ladies. Effa has been immense in the paint. She's been able to use her size to make sure that she scores 8 points in this game for Cameroon. As we look at the other scorers, Ramses, Lonlak and Ngeko, each with 4 points. And this is the sort of position that Cameroon should avoid. Avoid having Egypt in the lead, because when they take it to double figures, it will be quite difficult to cut down that lead. Cameroon have to take charge as the hosts and enjoy the game.
Well, we've seen a trend throughout the day here. Whatever team does get that lead by double digits, Usher, the other opponent has not been able to catch up. So again, Cameroon are going to have to take a careful look at that. But what a game it has been so far for Nadine Mohammed, 11 points, and El Gadawi, 10 points. They have combined for 21 of Egypt's 25. And Cameroon are going to have to figure out how to adjust to that and make it very difficult for those two players to score.
Well, for Cameroon, they have to be careful, because this is the strongest opposition that they've played in this tournament, having beaten Kenya and Cape Verde. Egypt are a very stubborn side, very talented and experienced at this level. But they have to take it one possession at a time.
Yasmin trying to get an angle. It's a battle in the low post between Salatsa and El Gadawi. Jump ball, possession, Egypt. Musa to bring the ball up. Abdul Alim, she's gonna try and go all the way. Poked out of bounds by Silatsa. Nadine Mohammed short on that three-point shot.
And looking at Coach Ehab El-Alfi celebrating the move as Egypt look to inbound the ball. A foul has been called on Hermine.
Substitution, Ermine to the bench, Fancom in. Oh, El Gadawi couldn't get a hand on that. She had the last touch. Ball will go back to Cameroon as Alexander Green will bring it up. Ewodo had a quiet start to this game. Silatsa. Nice dish to Fancom. Fancom couldn't finish the play. Soraya Mohammed now with the foul on the floor. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Cameroon have to do a better job of playing defense on transition. If you look at the positioning of Ewodo, she was late to that, and it's a foul.
Soraya Mohammed to shoot 2. Egypt have been shooting 75% in this tournament. They are not the team that you want to send to the line, as it's 2 clutch free throws for Soraya Mohammed's 7-point game against Cameroon. Silatsa. Oh, that was almost stolen by Nadine Mohammed. Marina Ewodo now gets her own rebound, puts it back up. That's good aggressive hustle from her. Speaking of aggressive hustle, Alexander Green diving on the floor.
That's what it means to die for your team. And Alexander Green knows that it will take that extra oomph to deliver in this game.
Zlata got a bit too excited that she had beaten El Gadawi. El Gadawi has to be careful, you know, with those steal attempts. Can't commit all the way she did. If Silatsa had managed to keep her dribble alive, we could have been seeing a different story here.
That's right, could actually even lead to an injury. So she has to play smarter than that. There's still a long way to go in this tournament, and especially in this game.
Nadine Mohammed on the baseline. She had a good look, just couldn't convert it. Alexander Green showing off a bit with the handles. Floats a pass to Effa. Effa. No. Musa push on transition. Soraya Mohammed creates for that 3-point shot. Soraya Mohammed automatic from 3-point land. 30 points Egypt, 22 Cameroon.
Cameroon have to be careful. Like we said, Soraya Degade is a 3-on-3 player. She knows how to shoot under pressure, and she's delivering so far.
Sandra Waleji with the dribble J. On the other end, again, we've seen some great plays from Egypt, but they have to make sure they're still engaged and focused for that recovery defense. Musa gets it to Soraya. Soraya's going to shoot. Too strong. Look at the rebound from El Gadawi. Should have been an easy finish for her. And now Fancom in the low post against Soraya.
Soraya is getting too caught up in that mismatch in the paint. First it was Effa, and now it's Fancom. The big forwards, they need to fall back real quick, because when we saw Ranim El Gadawi lose the ball on the other side and fail to lay up, she's literally jogging back. She needs to be able to run down the floor and help the guards. Soraya Degade, very beautiful follow through there, and you love to see it.
You really do. And we knew this would be a close game, and it's definitely playing to our expectations. Bilaline with the runner, and Cameroon and Egypt now exchanging baskets. Cameroon is allowing Egypt to score in the paint and that is where their strength is. So Weleji kicks it out to Efa for the shot, too hard. The board El Sharawi, and here comes Soraya. Soraya is feeling it. And it was a rushed shot. Too short on that one. Sandra Weleji can't get that one to fall. Fancom chases it down, keeps it alive. And here comes Ewodo. Ewodo, no. Fancom with the rebound and the putback. And Dulce Fancom, she must have heard me talking about her at the beginning of this game. 9 points for her. And showing us why she deserves to be on this Cameroon squad.
There's probably someone on the Cameroonian bench who's watching this game on television.
Efa try to draw the foul. And El Gadawi again with another turnover. She throws it away. So we see Ramses Lonlak into the game for Sandra Weleji. Alexander Green into Ewodo. She has El Sharawi on her. Smart move, just couldn't finish it. We're gonna have a timeout on the floor. Egypt have been able to maintain the lead against Cameroon throughout this second quarter. And Coach Ahab will try and make sure that that continues to happen. Let's head to the Egypt bench and listen in.
مش بتاع التيرن اوفر، مش بتاع الباد ديسيجن. جرينا في الباص بريك ده هادي شوت. قلت ايه؟ الفرقه دي بتعمل كولابس، انسايد بنتريشن، كيك اوت، اكسترا باس، هتاخدوا اوبن شوت زي ما انتوا عايزين، والرنين جايه انسايد على الرنين. لكن هنا الاوفنس العامل اللي جايه من هورن هاي ولو على الرنين، مفيش. مشكله دلوقتي فين؟ في الديفنس برضه بيجروا علينا وبياخدوا مور سكند شوت. سيبوا 14 مع هاله ذا سيم سايد، ما تخافوش، ما تعمليش اوفر هيلز.
Taking a look at some of El Gadawi's 10 points. She's had some great moments, and then other moments where she's had lapses of judgment, especially on the defensive end. We've seen some unforced turnovers and other things that she can improve on, but she is putting in the minutes on the offensive end as Reem Musa to bring the ball up. Abdelalim. Silata manages to deflect that pass and force Egypt to figure out what to do with 10 seconds left here in the shot clock. Abdelalim tries to get around Fancom. Unsuccessful. Here comes Lonlak. Green on the baseline with the reverse lay-in. No good. Silatsa tries to put it back in. And here comes Musa with the push. Look at the block from Marina Ewodo. Her second for this game.
That was very poor from Alexander Green. But Lonlak, as captain, saves that one.
Marina Ewodo! Nothing but the bottom of the net. Look at Cameroon and Egypt exchanging baskets. You see Marina Ward on one end with the block, comes around the other side with the field goal. And it's just good basketball here this lovely afternoon in Yaoundé, Cameroon. Have a substitution for Egypt. Abdelalim is out as Farida checks in. Soraya almost sends Landlock to the ground. That's good defensive play from Cameroon to contain Egypt and force the ball to go the other direction. 1 point game in the Palais de Sport.
There's not good communication there from the Egyptians, and they'll be trying to correct that going forward.
Ewodo at the wing. Tries to use the screen from Fancom. She had a good roll. Ewodo couldn't get a good clean look at her. Single coverage, no. She gets that help side defense from El Sharawi. Slatsa has to let one go. Farida, huge offensive board. And Egypt, despite being one of the shorter teams in this tournament, another turnover for El Gadawi. Egypt averaged 50 rebounds per game, Usher.
It is impressive, obviously, when you have players like Ranim El Gadawi, Hagar Amir. They bring good size to the paint. And obviously, you also have on court right now Hala, who's also one of the 3-on-3 players for Egypt.
Tied game. Amir tries to recover. They're helping on the defensive side. Alexander Green! Look at her go! Alexander Green! Dancing around her defenders. Nadine Mohammed with a long. Manages to get a hand on that long pass. And this is looking like a game of runs. Cameroon now with a 2-point lead. Silatsa, no. Dulcie Fancom, yes!
Wow.
Timeout has to be called by Egypt.
What an incredible turnaround for Cameroon in this second quarter. Brilliant play. When you look at Alexandra Green and her drive to the basket, that was very good eyesight and reading of the Egyptian defense. They opened up the court and she said, thank you very much for the gift, and she went straight to the basket.
هارد ايدج اوفر على زيرو، ما جابتش باسكت. نمبر زيرو نو باسكت. هي بتعمل عشان بتدور على الاساس. اعمل هنا سبرنت، هنا كل السكند شوت بتاخد من هنا. بوكس اوت وبوش باك شويه، مش بوكس اوت بس. ارجع بضهري طلعها بره. هنا بوش باك بوش باك. خدنا الكوره العب لي، قلت هنا من موشن. فتحتوه بوزيشن. هنا اوصل لسرعاوي. وصلي على البلاي او كيك اوت.
16 bench points for Cameroon, 2 for Egypt. And you know, Usher, Alexander Green, she averages 6 points a game, and that might not be very much, but her points are always so crucial. They're at very important moments to kind of tip the momentum in Cameroon's favor in a game.
Alexandra Green, she's a very good reader of the game, and that's your ideal playmaker. She's not just a point guard. She controls the rhythm of the game, and as you can see, Coach Ehab El Alfi was trying to say, don't let number 0 score, and they have to want to stop her.
Look at the runner from Nadine Mohammed. Wasn't able to nail that one. Green bring the ball up. Screen long lock with the fade, no good. Fancom foul on the way up. And Dulcie Fancom before the end of the first half, already with a double-double. So it turns out she was just toying with us, Usher.
You asked for it and she has delivered. What other questions do you have for her? Are you looking for a triple-double?
It's fine. I'm happy with her performance.
You're happy with the double-double?
I'm happy with the double-double. Dulcie Fanka played in the University of Memphis and recently transferred to the University of South Florida. She was one of the most highly sought-after student athletes in the NCAA women's basketball transfer portal, and we are seeing tonight why she was leading the Memphis program and made 11th in the all-time double-double list.
She was saving the good performances for this stage and perhaps going forward if Cameroon win today.
Fanka with another rebound. Here comes Alexander Green. It's 3-1. Green decides to take the shot. Wide open at the three. No good either. Zoraida will push the ball up. Finds Fanka in the place. Fanka not in her house.
Wow, she's really having the game of her tournament and enjoying on both ends of the court.
Ewodo unable to connect. Fanka with the rebound. She's trying to get it up. What an amazing move from Dulcie Fanka.
That will be up there among the top 3 moments in this tournament so far. What a turnaround to beat 3 Egyptians in that paint.
This game has been turned around by the number 12 of Cameroon. And as we come to the end of the first half, what a performance from Dulcie Fanka. There with the block. Again, with a strong, strong finish to the basket. My goodness, Usher. I love it.
That is a solid performance from Fanka. She'll be very pleased as she's getting high fives from her teammates. And Cameroon, who started this game very slowly, 5 points behind at the end of the first quarter. And let's look at the statistics here. You have 17 of 45 for Cameroon in the field. And really, it's the rhythm that you have to get from the bench.
Exciting game on our hands. You definitely don't want to miss the second half. There are the top scorers. Dulcie Fanka leading the way at 14 points. We'll be right back with more action in a moment. to Correa, Correa to Mendes, Mendes back out to Livramento, 5 on the shot clock. Bash with the step back, yes! Josiana Bash knows how to get the job done for Cape Verde, and she gets up on the scoreboard. 3 points for the island side. And Egypt continuing to extend this lead. The trap defense, that was good recovery from El Shaarawy for that block. Pumps the brakes, but it's a good use of time. Oh my goodness! Look at the block from Natalie Atiki against Tamara Seda. At the 2021 AfroBasket.
Well, obviously, they were in camp for just a month, which is different from what Egypt.
Jallo gets it out to. Oh, and what a block! What an excellent block from Laeticia Sahi. Does it so casually, Usher.
And that is her 6th block in this tournament.
Have walked this land for a long time. We know how far we've gone, and we're sure of how far we can go. Unity is not just a word here. It's not just a spirit in this sport. It's the way we all move. We are proud of our art, country, family, language, and culture. We are united by basketball.
Welcome to FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022.
coordination between the back court and the front court for them to stand a chance to make it to the last four.
Fancom putting up numbers that we've not seen in this tournament so far. 14 points, 13 rebounds for her, 2 blocks. She's been an absolute force for Cameroon in the low post and reintroducing herself to this tournament. And I'm sure to Nigeria, who will be scouting, no, not Nigeria, Angola, who will be scouting these two teams, they'll be keeping a very, very close eye on Fancom.
Well, obviously, that explains why there's such a big turn-up here. All the participating teams in the quarterfinals are here, looking out at who their next opponents could be. But obviously, like you said, Angola or Mali who play the next game. As much as they have to worry about their own time, they're also keeping a close eye on this one.
On Egypt's side, Nadine Mohammed had an explosive start, 8 points for her. Ranim El Gadawi, 10 points, and then she picked up a foul, started arguing with the ref, and in a sense, lost a bit of her focus.
That has always been one of the problems for the Egyptian players. They try to argue with the referee all the time. To have them stay focused in an entire game has been a problem for Ehab Elalfi, the coach. And this was one of the reasons that Kenya beat them in the final of the Zone 5 qualifiers in Kigali in July. And we see that now that they've been questioned once again by a team that is very athletic, they're crumbling.
Well, it's a 7-point lead for Cameroon. And Asha, what are the keys for Cameroon to make sure they not just maintain but extend this lead against Egypt? Is it just get the ball to Fancom?
No, there has to be plan A, B, and C, because Egypt have now realized that she is the player that is killing them. So they'll be coming out to stop her, but obviously they have to play with effort. And you also have to take note that Cameroon have just 1 turnover in the half. That's a lot of efficiency for Ahmed Mbombo Njoya's side, and he'll be smiling looking at the stat sheet.
It's one of those days where things are just working very, very well for Cameroon, and we've seen more often than not the team that is hosting tournaments like this tends to be very successful. You know, we can't turn away from the fact that it is a good turnout here in the Palais des Sports. A lot of Cameroon fans. But let's head down to the Egypt bench, listen to what Coach Ahab has to say.
خدنا منها ايزي باسكت اهو اوبن شوت ماشي نبتدي زي ما احنا مان تو مان ما جابوش ولا 3 بوينت غير نمره 14 رد نو 3 بوينت لازم نمسكها جامد جدا. نمره 12 هي اللي تعبانه، هي اللي خدت كل الاوفنسيف راد، هي اللي تجيب الباسكت. لازم اللي ماسكها لازم تطرديها بره البنك. يلا بينا هنفايت من الاول تاني مان تو مان اجين.
As we get ready for the start of the second half here. An exciting, exciting, exciting game. It has been this Cameroon and Egypt matchup. And Cameroon will be looking to put this game away. But Egypt, who have shown fight, who have shown resilience in the past, is not gonna let them get it easily. Green to start us off. Oh, Alexander Green.
When you have the ream on your side, it sort of is a sign for things to come.
Early turnover for Egypt.
That was a very poor shot selection from Ranim El Gadawi.
And the front court really has been getting it done for Cameroon. Nadine Mohammed slows it down, finds El Gadawi. Gets it back out to Soraya. Hagar Emmer trying to muscle her way to the basket. Here comes Green. Talonlak too hard off the glass. And you get the sense that both sides are rushing a little bit. And Alexandra Green recognizes that and tries to slow down the pace. Try and get Cameroon settled. Efa tries to get it into Fancom. It's poked away by Amer. Fans are absolutely loving this matchup. Nadine Mohammed out to Soraya. Soraya with a step back three. No. El Gadawi with the rebound. It's blocked by Marina Ewodo, and she has been a defensive force for Cameroon. Efa. No go. Amer off El Gadawi with the rebound. She's going up against Efa. She's fouled on the way up. And she'll head to the line to shoot two. It's been a very low free throw shooting game. Cameroon has gone to the line twice. And Egypt, this is going to be the fourth time they go to the line. And that just means it's been a clean game, Usher.
Well, obviously for Egypt, they'll try to make sure they can get as many scoring options as possible. But the start to the third quarter has been slow. Their shot selection has been horrible. They really need to get into the groove and get their offense going.
El Gadawi rushes that shot. She's been out of sorts in the last several minutes of play. As Marina Ewodo, she knew she wasn't comfortable with that. Fancom with the save. Back out to Efa. No. Offensive foul has been called on Fancom in the low post. She picks up her second. She'll go have a seat and a breather as Hermine checks into the game. Mohammed kills the dribble, gets it to Musa. Musa tries to shake off Green, and they got to keep an eye on the shot clock here. Amer blocked again by Ewodo. Ewodo, who has not been as effective offensively, really has been such a force for Cameroon. And a rim protector.
Ewodo's fouls today just speak of a lack of concentration there, because she's doing a great job to pick the rebounds. But looking at that, I mean, there was an open outlet in front of her.
Musa will inbound as Green goes to the bench. Koyok get back on the floor. Koyok had 4 minutes and 45 seconds of playtime in the first half. Hagar Amer couldn't finish that one. Koyok tries to keep it alive. Recent recruit to Cincinnati University had a great outing against Kenya yesterday. Homegrown talent, you love to see it.
You love to see it indeed.
Oh, Mohammed, my goodness. That was a great move, she just couldn't finish it. Koyok floats one into Effa. Effa, who's been such a threat there at the low post. She's running the floor well. She's getting it done for Cameroon. 45 points to Egypt's 33. Soraya on the back cut. And shots that we're seeing Egypt, used to seeing Egypt knocked down, they're missing, Usher.
There's just so much pressure on the North Africans, and they need to relax and take one possession at a time and make those easy baskets and cut down that lead to a single digit. Otherwise, things will go south.
Musa. Oh, look at another block from Marina Ewodo.
Ewodo is not taking any chances today. She's blocking everything and anything coming her way in the paint.
As we're gonna have a timeout, no, not timeout, a substitution. Effa goes out, Fankam back in. El Gadawi will shoot 2. 4 minutes played here in the third quarter. Cameroon have gone on a 6-1 run here against Egypt. As El Gadawi hits one of her free throws. Coach Oyinhab, you think he would have called a timeout by now, but no, he's letting the girls play. They figured out on the floor.
They just came out of the halftime break. They just need to execute what they talked about at that break.
Fankam's long lock. Back to Fankam. And, oh, in and out. As Reem Musa gets it to Soraya Mohammed. Short. Mohammed gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Musa. Nadine now at the wing, gets to El Gadawi. Back to Nadine. She's gonna take it in right before the buzzer. Egypt ball.
Cameroon have been intense on both ends of the court. Bit of miscommunication there, too many hands. And Egypt have the possession.
Ahmed Joya having a moment with Mendoza of Spain. I'm sure he's happy with how Cameroon are playing in this game. Musa kicks it out to El Gadawi for the three-point shot. Way off.
Coach Ehab El-Alfi very disappointed with the shot selection there from Ranim El Gadawi.
It's going to be a jump ball situation, possession, Egypt. Take a look at the replay.
Very good fight though from Ranim. When things are not going well on offense, you still can play defense and be part of the conversation. And that is what will give Ranim some motivation.
Fankam with the steal. And Amer has to be careful. That was an unnecessary foul for Egypt. She picks up her first foul, and we're calling them frustration fouls in this tournament. Absolutely unnecessary, Usher.
Very unnecessary. She got taken up there, but she could have easily just fallen for defense and reorganized her teammates.
And Koyok finds her way to the basket. Look at her go. Merve Koyok.
Beautiful finish there from the youngster who formerly played for FAB.
She is so great with those one-on-one situations as El Gadawi up and in. And Egypt are going to need a lot more from her as she tries to get back on the recovery defense. Where's the help from her teammates? Foul is going to be called on Nadine Mohammed. It's going to be her first. Merve Koyok, that one-on-one situation, she embraces it. Beats two defenders to find her way at the basket.
Koyok is very athletic.
Koyok loses it. Soraya Mohammed manages to bring the ball up. Nadine. She's gonna be fouled. And they're gonna call on Merve Koyok. You could see Marina Iwodo very, very tense. She has 2 fouls and is not looking to pick up anymore. She has really done so much for Cameroon on the defensive end. And Usher talks about if you're off in some area that you're used to, having a hot hand in, excel in another one. Marina Iwodo has been a great scorer in this tournament so far. She's been averaging 13 points per game and has been off in this matchup, but she is getting it done on the defensive end. She's crashing those boards. She's blocking those balls.
She is, and when you look at her body setup, she's the kind of player who can match up on the floor right now Hala El-Sharawi and Ranim El-Gadawi.
Long pass into Fankam. Fankam rejected by El-Gadawi. Soraya Mohammed will push it on the other end. She goes all the way. 39 points for Egypt. They've cut this lead now to single digits. 9 points, Soraya Degedi.
Playing like a captain, she needs to lead her side and make them believe that they can win this game.
Waleji wide open for the 3. Can't get it to drop.
Iwodo making the same mistake. When you get that ball, as a player of her size, you don't put it down because the guards just come swimming in and they call the jump ball.
FIBA to come back into the game as we take a look at that replay. What an absolute fighter. Green to Iwodo. Iwodo with the floater. Too strong. El-Sharawi with the rebound, gets it out to Soraya Mohammed. Soraya, nice hesitation. Look at her find her way all the way to the hoop.
That is the sort of intensity that Soraya Degedi brings to this Egyptian side. And this is now a 6-point game. And Cameroon are fearing that all demons could take over.
FIBA. No, Seleji with the offense, Waleji with the offensive boards. Now Hermine. tries to get to the basket. And Egypt seemed to think that she had walked. So we take a look at the replay. No walk there. That's Soraya Mohammed showing off her 3-on-3 talent.
Can call it dancing for now.
And basketball really is one of those sports where you can really compare it to dancing. In fact, you will find that some of the best basketball players who have great footwork are excellent dancers out there.
But that would leave you out, right?
That would definitely leave me out. I'm not going to say what my friends say about how I dance. In my mind, I'm great, and that's what matters.
Wow.
Soraya from downtown. Soraya Mohammed. Give this lady a medal. What a performance from her here in the third quarter. 14 points, shooting 40% from the three. Look at that. 3-pointers on both ends of the floor. Efa now at 15.
That's a great response from Efa and Cameroon. She was very relaxed when she was taking the shot, and she knew it would drop.
El Gadawi, too strong. Big offensive board for Efa, and a foul is going to be called on Nadine Mohammed as we take a look at that replay. That is a beautiful looking shot, Usher.
That is the shot of a captain. And Soraya will be pleased by her offensive contribution in this game. 14 points so far. She's been careful on defense as well. Just one foul. A lot of work to do in this game, and she knows it.
Efa down the lane. It's knocked out of her hands. And the ball will stay on this end of the floor. 40 seconds to go here in the third. 6-point game, Cameroon. Ramses Lonlac comes in, and she'll inbound. Green. Back to Green. Green to Lonlac. Trying to find the opportune shot. Waleji is the best option, and she can't get that one off before the shot clock winds down. Egypt with just enough time to make this a 4-point game. What a third quarter it has been.
This is the sort of response you need from the players as we see the Josian club enjoying the game from the stands.
Soraya Mohammed, she's a hot hand in this game, kicks it out to Abdulalim. Abdulalim to El Gadawi in the post. She gets it off just in time. Does the basket count? It does. And you can see the high five between El Sharawi and Soraya Mohammed. There is the replay. Egypt makes this a 4-point game going into the fourth quarter. Usher, we have been in for a treat tonight.
It is the sort of quarterfinal tie that you want at this level of the tournament. These two sides have great history playing against each other at the last 3 editions of the AfroBasket. This is the 4th straight time they know each other. The lineups could be different, but the sides and the culture of both teams is on display today. Looking at the statistics, Cameroon 2 for 11 behind the arc, and that could be the difference in this game. We've usually seen Ewodu shoot from behind the arc, but she's been quiet today, doing all the work on the defensive side. Fankam has also been quiet in this third quarter, but perhaps she could be the difference in that fourth quarter. Soraya Degadi, what an incredible player, what a captain. She'll be very proud with that performance, but there's so much also that the coach Ehab is asking of her and expects from her, and it's still a long way to go as we head into the fourth quarter.
Egypt have had enough. They're tired of finishing in the bottom bracket of big tournaments like AfroBasket. And at the start of this week, we talked about what does Egypt need to do to be title contenders. Turns out they had it within them all along, and things are looking really great for the Egyptian side. Marguerite Effa on your screen, though. Fantastic game, and really it comes down to the front court for Cameroon. Effa and Dulcie Fankam have combined for, let me do my mathematics here. It's 15 points for Effa. You could help me.
Well, it is 29 points, and looking at the Josiane club, waiting for the moment that their player steps on the court as they enjoy the action from the stands.
29 points for the Cameroon front court. Usher, I see you laughing at me. Listen, it's been a long day.
It's been a long day, but here we are.
Here we are. Abdelalim on the baseline. She's fouled hard by Effa. And Egypt will go to the line to shoot two. It's good aggressive play from Abdelalim. Effa to pick up her second. These are the points that Egypt can't miss.
At such a time in the game, Nurala Abdelalim needs to convert from the free throw, and yes, she does, to make it a 3-point game.
Again, Egypt are a strong free throw shooting team, averaging 75 from the line. Green into Fankam. Fankam unable to get it. Effa does.
Wow.
And Marguerite Effa now 17 points.
She's been a pain for the Egyptian forwards in that paint.
El Gadawi gets it to Soraya. Soraya trying to create space.
That is solid defense from the Cameroonian side, and that is exactly what they need to do to win this game. Every time they have the ball, they need to deliver on offense and come back and play defense, and Coach Ehab El Alfi has had it. He's had enough. He's tired of the excuses from his players, but he'll have to be patient.
He's competing with Mustafa Gaye for the Death Stare Award as Abdelalim tries to keep it alive. That's good hustle play from her. Manages to slow down Cameroon's offense. A water from downtown.
She's just getting a feel of that. She gets some encouragement there from Alexander Green as Coach Ehab El Alfi hopes that his players deliver on this possession.
She's just hit one three-pointer in this game, Usher, and we saw that frustration on her face. But you know what? Shooters shoot, and she just has to keep on shooting. That's good defense from Fankam to find Lonlag on the fast break. The ball stays with Cameroon.
That was not smart decision-making there from Lonlag. She could have just been patient and run the clock down.
Effa, wow. Have you ever seen a player perform like this in this tournament?
Yes, I have ever
Give me a
seen
high
a
five,
player.
Usher. I am just excelling with the puns today.
Well done.
Big offensive board for El Gadawi. Gets it to Nadine, Nadine to Soraya. Soraya finds her way to the basket. Another rejection from Fankam. And Effa also with the denial. 2 blocks.
Wow. Look at that replay there.
Fankam with the initial block. And then Effa also making it so difficult for Egypt to score. But Soraya Mohammed, how do you slow her down?
You cannot slow her down. She is an incredible player, very smart on her feet, on both ends of the court.
A ball off Effa's foot there in the corner.
And looking at that replay there, Soraya Degadi.
She has officially engaged beast mode.
That is an assist and a basket for the captain of Egypt. Well done, Soraya.
And you can see the hunger in her eyes, Usher. She wants the ball in her hands. El Sharawi finds El Dadawi on the drive. No! Nadine Mohammed manages to keep it alive. El Sharawi puts it back up, gets her own rebounds. Egypt now 3 points away from Cameroon. They've not led in this game since the first quarter, and right now they have a strong chance of doing so. Soraya Mohammed manages to deflect that shot. Nadine Mohammed now on the other end. She's fouled by Marguerite Effa on the floor, and Ahmed Joya is calling for that timeout.
Now is the time to call a timeout and remind the Lionesses of Cameroon that the objective is bigger, that they want to make it to the semifinals.
Cameroon timeout. Let's head to the floor, hear what Coach Joya has to say.
They have too much defensive rebound. Il faut qu'on bloque pour avoir les rebonds. D'accord? Et après on attaque, on exécute. Ok? On exécute short. Ça marche? Tenez short. Ici, overload. Passe, flash ici. Ou alors mettez le ballon à l'intérieur. Tu prends ton temps, tu t'appliques, tu mets dedans. Ok? Et c'est la défense qui va faire la différence et puis il faut qu'on se donne encore en défense. Allez.
Taking a look at some of those statistics. Cameroon are shooting well, but you know what? Egypt, who scored the majority of their points in the paint, are getting right where they want to be, just within arm's reach of Cameroon. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. This game has flown by, Usher.
This game has flown by, but it is the type of basketball that we love to watch at this level.
It's going to be an offensive foul called on Sandra Weleji. It's going to be her second. You can see Ahmed Joy shaking his head there. Cameroon do not want to give Egypt extra opportunities to score. Hagar Amer wants it in the low post. That's the move that she likes to do. She can't connect on that one. Green will bring it up. Waleji at the wing. Is it to Lonlac? Lonlac to Green. Green with the shot fake. Goes back up, knocks it down.
You talked about how Alexandra Green scores at exactly the moment Cameroon need her. And that is the sort of influential player that you need, especially from the backcourt.
Absolutely right, Usher. Hagar Amer, nice and easy to the hoop.
Nice and easy. She's been quiet in this game, but that was a timely basket for Egypt to keep them close in this game.
That's good hustle from Egypt to try and get that steal. You take a look at the replay. Green, shot fake, create that space, knock down the second. A lot of tension in the Cameroon bench as Alexander Green loses it. Fancom at the baseline shot, gets it to go.
Wow, what a beautiful day for Fancom today. 16 points, and the Egyptian bench cannot believe their eyes.
Still a 5-point game. Hagar Amar gets it to Nadine. Mohamed Nadine almost losing it. She does. Waleji with the steal.
That's a very big steal from Waleji.
Here come Ramses Lonlag on the other end.
That is 2 times that Lonlag runs on the fast break, but she needs to understand the art of faking and then going up to the basket. It is still a 5-point game with 4 minutes, 21 seconds to play here in the last quarter.
Green calls for a play. Fancom on the roll. No, gets it to Silata, top of the key. Silata too strong. Amir chases it down. Here comes Green Musa to Nadine. Nadine is a dangerous player on the break. And Silata will be called for that foul. Silata knew.
Silata knew. She rose above the ground and said, no way. If you have to score, you'll have to go to the line.
Sometimes some fouls are necessary, but we've talked about how well Egypt shoots from the line, and Nadine Mohamed is one player who shoots very well. Look at that, in and out. And she usually has a great relationship with the rim. But I'm telling you, in this gym that has filled up, Usher,
the crowd is
going crazy.
Using the scare tactics to distract her, but she manages to score the second.
Just under 4 minutes to go. And that's great ball movement to find the center. Waleji is Lonlag with a steal. She gets it out to Koyok. Fancom back out to Lonlag. And these have been some big plays for Cameroon. 6 quick points.
Big movement there from Lonlag and Silata. What a turnaround. Incredible momentum for the Lionesses. And now they've established an 8-point lead, very timely. And Egypt need that timeout.
بعدين هنا عملنا الدبل هنا اخر واحده هي 23 عندها سنس اطلع هنا واسيب اللي تحت لازم افيدها واتوشى لا لازم هفتح الباسكت لازم نعمل دبل خلاص في جول 8 بوت ولا حاجه هنا وهاف تايم بس لازم كونسنتريشن ما ينفعش تتشات ودبل اجريسيف دبل افتح الدبل ريتيت جبت الباسكت كل مره جبت الباسكت عطل.
Well, looking at the statistics there, Cameroon played very good defense in the second quarter, limiting the Egyptians to 7 points, and it's been 8 in this one, as we see the fans. Team Ewodo, she's been amazing, and she's enjoying her time on the bench. She made her contribution earlier, and she'll be proud that, yes, 5 points, but she was great on defense. And looking at the Egyptian strategy, the coach Ahab El-Alfi wants the guards to get the ball to Hagar, who then should drive to the basket. And he talked about concentration.
Speaking of concentration, there was a lack thereof on the floor. Offensive foul picked up by Nadine Mohammed. Ball will go the other way. Silatsa at the 3, no. Gets it to Aleji. Hand off to Lonlak. Lonlak is open at the elbow. Can't knock it down. Huge board for Amir. And it's just under 3 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
That is very good strategy from Cameroon to put Silatsa on Soraya.
Amir manages to draw in the defense. She wanted to kick it out for the baseline shot. He was looking for Musa. Soraya. Nadine fires off a wild one. And Egypt stay with the possession. The refs letting the ladies play. Nadine Mohammed from downtown. No. And that 3-point attempt, if it had gone in, Usher, would have been absolutely huge for Egypt.
The gym would have erupted here inside the Palais de Sport as we wait for the referees to make a decision here. It is shooting 2 for Ranim El Gadawi.
El Gadawi rims out.
Do you think that the crowd shouting has anything to do with that ball not entering?
Absolutely.
So the crowd scared the ball.
The crowd definitely scared the ball. It's either the ball or El Gadawi.
Oh, wow.
But my bet is on the ball. Koyok, what a move from their day. Koyok slice through the defense for the runner.
Brilliant play there from Koyok, the youngster having an incredible last minutes here in this game.
Reem Musa with the dribble J, no good. Board pulled down by El Gadawi. And Egypt, who are in the bonus, will go back to the line. El Gadawi has a chance to redeem herself after missing the 2 earlier free throws.
El Gadawi needs to cut down on that deficit from 10 points. And she delivers the first one.
Short on the second. 9-point lead, Cameroon, 1 minute 50 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter.
Cameroon playing very smartly there, running down the clock as they look for options.
Egypt, who have managed to contain Afanka in this 4th quarter. Wild shot by Nadine Mohammed.
That is a very timely one. On the other end, Soraya was asking for the ball, but Nadine delivered.
And that's good recovery from El Gadawi.
That is very good hands. If they had done that the whole game, things would have been different for Egypt. And that was a beautiful finish there.
Timeout on the floor. Egypt in the bonus. Cameroon with the lead. 1 minute 25 seconds to go. Anything can happen.
And this is basketball. 1 minute, 25 seconds is a very long time. That's a couple of possessions.
Well, let's hear to the Cameroon bench, hear what they have to say.
Okay, Alex, Ramsès, Marguerite, Merveille et Dulcie. Après les lancers francs de la sortie du coup. Si ça presse, si elles font presse, on fait les petites qui font la remise. D'accord? On fait les petites qui font la remise. On joue rien. Bob, two. Ok, Bob, two. D'accord? Non, non, Bob one, Bob one, Bob one, Bob one, Bob one. Ok?
Cameroon shooting 41% from the 2-point field goal. And this has been a game that is being won in the paint for Cameroon, but Egypt was shooting very well from the 3. We'll be looking to continue that trend in the last 1 minute 25 here. If you're Egypt, are you going to go for that 3-point shot or the 2?
You just have to risk it. You have to risk it, but fast the defense.
There you go. Asher said at first the defense. Soraya Mohammed now with a push. El Gadawi gets the ball into the hands of Soraya. That's where you want the ball to be. Back to Musa. Soraya to Musa. Musa finds El Gadawi in the paint. That's good post move from El Gadawi. And Soraya picks up a foul.
An intentional foul so that she can make sure that at least they have a couple of more possessions there.
Egypt are going to want to slow down the clock as much as they can.
And Ranim El Gadawi obviously finishing that one smartly as we head over to the video review. Andrea Silva from Brazil wants to make a decision. She's the one that called the foul. And she'll have to decide if it's unsportsman or not. And it is unsportsman foul. Of course, when you look at the rules.
And Coach Ahab has to be careful. He'll pick up a technical as well.
Exactly. He's very furious. And it could end in a different way. And there will be a technical foul on Coach Ahab El Alfi. Things could not have gone more south than that as Ramses Lonlak, the captain of Cameroon, heads to the line.
And Coach Ahab, he just keep on going. And what a turnout of events here at the third game of the day. As Lonlak misses her first free throw. This is really the opportunity Cameroon has. Rolls in the second one.
So that's the crowd again. The crowd pushed the ball into the rim.
The power of the crowd. The power of the crowd.
Ramses Lonlak, not a stranger to playing in front of the Cameroonian crowd. In 2015, she was part of the squad that finished second after losing to Senegal in a very intense final. And she's the only surviving member of that team.
4 on the shot clock. Effa. That's good defense from El Gadawi, and Egypt will be looking to hit that three-pointer. No, Hagar Amer kicks it out to Soraya. Soraya way beyond the arc. Not too far for her to shoot. Hagar Amer fouled on the way up. she'll go to the line to shoot two. Huge offensive board for her.
There's a couple of options before that moment for Egypt to shoot that three, but decision making in a very tight moment like that is not easy, as we head to another official review. Look at that. Too many hands in there.
And I think they want to have a look at the shot clock as well. It seemed to keep on running even after the whistle, because you see you have the whistle there and the shot clock and game clock still keeps on going. And right now you don't want to lose any valuable seconds.
Exactly.
Silva making sure the clock is brought back by about 4 seconds.
And Koyok will have 4 fouls, 4 personal fouls, and 17 fouls for Cameroon. Really been an aggressive game so far. Wow, Ranim El Gadawi, 19 points and 16 rebounds.
Beast of a game.
Beast of a game. Explains why she was among the tournament All-5 at the Zone 5 qualifiers in July in Kigali. She's been very crucial for the Egyptians.
And Andrea making sure there is the right time on the clock. It was a good catch by her. And I think that last unsportsmanlike foul really took the wind out of the sails of Egypt. Having stoppage like this really disrupts the momentum, as you see Sarai Mohammed talking to herself.
You mean praying? She's always praying whenever she doesn't have the ball, trying to read her lips there. Reading a surat in the Quran.
A lot of tension on this floor. It's a quick powwow moment for Nadine Mohammed, Soraya, and Musa. Just finally get the right time on the game clock. Amer calm under pressure. She can make this a 5-point game. And she does. And Egypt are going to want to press.
Egypt are going to press, and if there's any team that can turn things around, it is the Egyptians.
Have a foul on Hagar Amer.
Hagar Amer knew what she was doing, but it is what it is.
It's necessary.
It's very necessary. If they have to get anything from this game, they have to try and buy time, literally, as Cameroon go to the inbound.
Koyok. 10 on the shot clock. They're trying to use the time as much as they can. There's a foul on the floor. Cameroon are not in the bonus. Egypt have fouls to give. And they're going to get as much stoppage time as they can, as many opportunities as they can to make sure Cameroon does not score.
It just looks like a matter of time until we know the winner of this game. 10.5 seconds on the clock as Ramses Lonlak, the captain of the Lionesses of Cameroon, heads to the free throw line, and the fans love it.
Lonlak can get that one to go, and Usher, if she misses this free throw, it'll be poetic justice if Cameroon win this game by 5, because Egypt won it by 5 in 2019. But no, Lonlak hits that free throw to make it a 6-point game. 10 seconds left to go in this game. What can Coach Ahab cook up? We'll find out.
اديني هاجر هي اللي هنا سبيشال. موسى طلعت كوره. سلعاوي وسوريا. In the same time ادي رنيم. In the same time رنيم انزلي هنا على الفاول شوتنج. لفي سلعاوي هنا. سوريا هنا بعد السكرين هاجر. هاجر هنا. عندنا الثلاثه لازم عايز كويك 3 بوينت. اسمعوني يا جماعه ركزوا بقى. كويك 3 بوينت بعد الجبهه ان شاء الله. لازم ما نطلعش ثاني، لازم الساعه تقف. لسه عندي وقت تايم اوت ما تقلقوش، بس نجيب دي ونعطل.
Coach Ahab and Egypt will be looking for the 3-point shot coming out of this timeout. Cameroon can allow them to take it, and because of the timeout called, the ball will be inbounded on the other end of the floor. Musa gets it in to Amer. Amer with a 3-point shot. She's off. And that's gonna do it, folks. That is gonna do it. Cameroon managed to hang in there. And after finishing 10th in the 2019 AfroBasket, the home side will step into the top 4 players of this tournament. Top 4 teams, that is, that's the final score on your screens. Cameroon 67, Egypt 61. Oh, sweet revenge.
It is a very big victory for Cameroon, who are playing at home. It's been a long journey to try and make it to the top 4, and really for players like Efa and Fankam, this was a great performance. Looking at the statistics, Cameroon 2 for 12 behind the arc, 28 for 71 in the field, and Cameroon dominating the boards, 54 compared to Egypt's 48. 18 assists for Cameroon, just goes to show you how much they shared that ball. They were incredible, and Efa 19 points, Fankam 16, Ramses Lonlak 7 points, and despite that double-double by Ranim El Gadawi, Egypt have to wait yet another edition to make it to the top 4 teams on the African continent. It's been a very long time since Egypt made it to the final or to the semi-finals, and they have to wait yet again.
Soraya Mohammed, we saw her overcome with emotion, and we take a look at some of the highlights here. Cameroon, they had a great start, scored 20 points, and were trailing to Egypt in the first quarter. They managed to take back that lead in the second, 39-32. In the third, it was a 4-point differential between Cameroon and Egypt. And Egypt fought hard, especially at the hands of Soraya Mohammed. And you saw her overcome by emotion earlier, but what a game she has had, finishing with 16 points. And wow, what more can you say, Asher?
Well, there's nothing else to say. The last time Egypt made it to the podium, it was 1977, when the North African country was still called United Arab Republic. It's still a long wait yet again. Soraya Degedi, captain fantastic, and Zone 5 effective immediately are out of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. Still a long journey, still a lane.
It really has, but we have to give credit where credit is due. Cameroon, they took a gamble. They decided to invest and bring in the best Cameroonian female players they could find across the globe, and that gamble has paid off. And this bracket has now almost taken full shape. Cameroon defeat Egypt to advance to the semifinals, and they will now play Mali or Angola. That's the next game coming up. The final score, once again, Cameroon 67, Egypt 61. Don't go away. We're going to have another great game in store for you.